Hi, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and I have an exciting show and tell for you today. This is probably one of the hottest trends we've seen in a really long time, and that trend is adjustable bangle bracelets. There's a bunch of different styles out there, and we've collected all of them here in the video to show you the difference between the different styles and also just that you have a lot of choice. So this here is one style, and here's an example of use. And the way it works, and I'm going to show you how it works actually on one that's not decorated, is you have these two loops and then they crisscross and you pull it apart to get it on and off your wrist and to adjust it. And you can attach charms and baubles to the outside. You can attach it to the middle bars, or if you want to just take a pair of chain nose pliers and just, I'm going to show you actually really quickly how to do this. Just crimp that a little bit tighter, closed together. You can then attach to the loop as well. So a lot of different options, and where you place your beads and your charms is really going to dictate how these bangles are worn and how they move around. So if you, like in this example of use, you'll see that the ones attached to the center stay in the center, and then the ones on the outside ring can move around. And when you wear them, gravity will usually cause them to go down towards the base, but as your wrist moves throughout the day, they will of course shift and play and make this wonderful little jingly sound. So this is one style of bracelet. It comes in a couple different metal finishes. As you can see here, here's a sports themed one. You can really put a lot of charms on these, or you can put just a couple. It's totally up to you, but it's really fun to customize these. And then what a lot of times you'll see happening is people wearing multiple of these at once. And so I have this one here, which is this yoga themed set, and it's actually 3 different bracelets. I'm going to put them all on. You wear them together. Now, they can match. They don't have to. That's part of the fun, is you can have a whole collection of these, some that match, some that don't, and you can just have them stacked on your wrist. So this is one style with the 2 loops. Another style is this here, which has 2 balls in the center ring. Now this one, you have a couple different options of where you want to hang your charms. You can hang them from the ring, which is right here, which keeps those actually very steady and solid. You can put them to the right or the left side of the ring. Now if I put it over here, it would slide around, which is great. I mean, that's one look. But by putting it to the right of the loop, that ball stops it. And here's a really good example of how you can personalize this. This is just a little charm with an initial on it. So if you're giving this as a gift, that might be something you want to think about. So you add all the decorations, but then you can add that little initial charm and it becomes a very nice personalized piece of jewelry. This comes in a couple different colors. You can see we've got the silver and the gold. Here's another style, and this is by Nunn. This is a Nunn design adjustable bangle, and you can see she's got multiple loops, which really does expand the possibilities of where you want to hang things. So you can hang them from the inside bars, each of the loops, or the outer ring. And we have an example of use here as well. So antique silver plate, antique gold plate, and then a bright silver plate. And you can see that we've got these great charms and baubles, and they've been hung at the different loops, so that keeps them permanently spaced. You have some floating on the inside, and then you have another one on one of the outer loops as well. A lot of different options. One thing you do want to keep in mind is don't load this so full that you can't stretch it. That would be my one tip on these, is you don't want to make that so tight and tightly packed with baubles and charms that you cannot open these and get them on your wrist. And then another style is this one here. This has 1 loop, and then it has a little ball. And you can then, here's a little 4mm jump ring that's attached to this little dangle, and that's not going to go anywhere. So you actually do have the option of putting items on the bar here, that single arm bar. And then here's just a simple wire loop, so you don't have to connect everything with a jump ring. If you make your simple loop big enough, you can put it right onto the wire itself, and you can see that's adjustable. Comes in several different colors, and you'd wear these stacked as well. And actually it's fun to mix and match all these styles. You don't have to just have 3 or 5 of one style. You can mix and match and play around. And then here's an older style adjustable bangle that we've had for a while. And this is nice because the ball screws off. And if you have a bead with a large enough hole, such as these metal stardust beads, or this European style large hole bead, you can just slide it on and then replace that ball. And then it just catches on that little hook, and then you have your bracelet ready to go. And then when you're opening it, because of that ball, it's going to stop the beads from falling off. So a lot of different options right now with these adjustable bangles. Have fun with them, really play around. It is fun to make a themed set, but you don't have to. You can definitely mix and match, mix metals, mix themes. You're gonna wanna have a bunch of these, and you know, they are a great gift. This is the holiday season coming up. These are perfect to make as a very personal gift for someone who's into fashion and is very fashion forward. So you can find these as well as all the accessories to go with them at Beadaholique.com.